Hi everyone, Adam here. Just conscious of how little free time we'll all have over the next coming weeks. So putting together this short video which will run through how to pull the reports from the OOD platform. The way the reporting works is essentially the same for UG and PG, and it's fairly straightforward if you have only a handful of reports to run, which I'll demonstrate in a moment. Those of which that I'll run through in this video and which seem the most popular of the stats that we circulated for the UG Open Day last week. So the video click summary, the file views, the file downloads, the unique visitors, and the live chat transcript. So jumping into it straight away then, I'm just going to, I've already logged into the PG site. And from here you just go into the admin portal, as you've all done plenty of times before. The event statistics option we want to select on the left hand side, and then all reports. So if it's the PG stats that you want, make sure that the PG site is displayed in this field here. I'm going to leave all filters on. So PGT and PGR were filters that were set for previous PG Open Days before this year, so I'm going to leave, and there's been new booths created since then, so we want to leave all filters on. The date was the 25th of June 2020. The start and end date will be the same, because we want, if you just want to pull the stats just for that single day. So the next thing on the drop down, so we want to select booths, which is the third option down here, and then that will give a list of all of the current booths on the PG site. So it's important to mention at this point that these do include the subject grouping booths as well as the branching booths as well. So it might take a little bit of looking into which exact booth it is that you want, and it's not obvious here as you've got multiple accounting booths, for example, admissions. That's because they're PGT and PGR. So the PGT booths are listed first. So to get the accounting stats, you would select the accounting booth that's listed first. This is the PGR one, which we obviously didn't use. Same for admissions. Where it does vary is that the new booths that iVent created, Chris has put a full stop after the title. So to pull stats for Arab and Islamic studies, you'd want to choose this one because it has a full stop on. So this one would be an older one that was not used. Archaeology, so PGT, PGR, would you want to use the PGT one? Just scrolling down just for more examples potentially, so you can see here are where the branching booths are. So obviously you don't want to select any of those. Computer science is a good example. So you've got the PGT computer science and mathematics booth. You've got the PGR computer science and mathematics booth, both of which were not used, as a new computer science booth was used for this PG event. So that's the one that you'd want to try and pull the stats from. Creative industries we know was a new booth, so you'd want to choose that. A new one for this event was the data science and analytics as well. So we know drama wasn't used at all, so don't worry about those. So another full example of a full stop used by Chris at iVent to create a new one this time. So education would be this one here. So I think that covers most of the options there. So PGT booths are listed on top before PGR, and then there are also other new booths that have been created with a full stop as well. Don't hesitate to give me a shout if you're struggling to find the correct booth. So if you were to select an incorrect one, the stats will come back as 0, as that booth wasn't in use for PG Open Day. So that's the options of the booths that you've got on the drop down. For the purposes of this demo, I'm just going to choose the accommodation in Exeter booth, just for this example. If I wanted to compare the amount of unique visitors to the accommodation Exeter booth compared to all of the other booths that were in use on the PG Open Day, I would select from the overview reports unique visitors, and then we'll scroll down and hit create report. That will take a bit of time to generate, and that report will be a list of visitors on this day to all of these listed booths. So some of these will come back as 0 because they are older booths that are listed. But yeah, it's a case of working that one out when that one comes back. So moving down to the specific reports, which is what we're interested in on the 5 reports that I'm going to be showing you quickly how to run today. So from the drop down here under the specific reports, you've got file downloads, summary, and then you'll see the 2 asterisks next to in brackets there next to summary, and that means it says up here denote statistics not including admins. So completely unique, which are the ones that we want. You'll also see reports here for users, and that will include admins. So you're likely to not want those ones. So I've selected the file downloads first, and then I'm going to hit the plus sign to create another option here. The file views summary is another one that I want. And then if we carry on down this list to unique visitors, and then a plus again to the live chat, that will create the transcript. I know some of you have already found a way to download that already. And then also the final one, the video click summary. The video click summary, and then once those 5, you've selected those 5, there's also, of course, by all means go ahead, and if there are any other ones that are useful or you'd see as useful, select those as well just by clicking on the plus sign. The more that you've got in there, the longer that report will take to generate. So yeah, it might not appear straight away, but once you've selected all of the ones you want to choose, go ahead and click create report, and then that will start generating. And then if you head into report requests, so I actually generated this report earlier because I knew it would take a while. You can see it's the top listed one here where I've chosen the downloads, the summary of the views, the unique visitors, video clicks, and the live chat. So to view that, the results for that, go ahead and click the click for report button or link. Might have to just refresh the page as well. Oh, and it's come up here now. I'll go back into it, and then here you got the breakdown of those reports. So the unique visitors, I can see that 184 unique visitors visited the accommodation in Exeter booth on PG Open Day. If I go ahead and click data output, I can get a sense of the kinds of information available. So we've got name, when they first attended and when they last attended, the number of sessions, and the time as well. And then of course you can scroll all the way across to see the different kind of data that's available, date of birth, and then school and area of interest. And then you can export that to Excel, to Word, and to plain text as well. And then once you've done that, you can just click back. And then if we go into the chat posts, you can see you've got a transcript here of all of the posts that happened on the day. Again, just export it to Excel, as that's a lot easier to use. Same again, so the stand video clicks summary. So there's 92 unique stand video clicks, and here's a breakdown of the video, each video within this booth. So we had international students living in Exeter, a guide to accommodation in the city of Exeter, and also the self-catered accommodation. It gives you the unique clicks and the total clicks as well. Again, exportable to Excel. File views and file downloads. very much the same. List of the list of the files that were in the booth, and it tells you the amount of views, and also into the downloads it's given you the amount of downloads as well, and lists the file name for you. Again, it's all exportable to Excel, and that should give you an idea of what you need in terms of the reports. Again, just if you're struggling to generate them, or something doesn't look right, by all means give myself or Becky a shout and we can go through it with you. But I hope this has been a useful starting point in regards to all of the online open day reporting and what's available from the platform.